Hey guys, it's me, Reshki, and welcome back to the house in Fata Morgana, which apparently, studied up on it, means mirage. It's like a fancy word for mirage. Can't believe it took me this long to find that out. And I think it's Fata, not Fata, I don't know. Fata Morgana, or Fata Morgana, if you want to be fancy about it. Anyway, I can't believe I'm back. After that last episode, oh god. Yeah. I'm sure there's more pain to come, so let's get right on to it, shall we? Polly, I couldn't. Again, I couldn't do. Where? I couldn't do crap. Yep, I feel just as helpless as you, Javi. God. Master, what is the matter? You look pale as a ghost. What, I lied to you? I've not told you a single falsehood, Master. Ah, about the beast. That means you were seeing her memories, then. Oh, is that so? That must have been quite difficult to witness. But I assure you I have told you no lies. Beastia was convinced he was a beast. And as a servant of this house, it is my responsibility to present my former master to you as he saw himself. This would have been a very different story had you not discovered the truth. A mere beast meets a white-haired girl and learns humanity. The tale would have been far easier on you, I'm sure. By remaining in the dark and seeing the story through his eyes alone, you would not have had to witness that poor girl's miserable death. And that, perhaps, would have been better for you. But the reality you observe through her eyes changes the truth of his tale. And it sounds like the visions you had did not run in parallel to the events I described for you, but took place slightly earlier in time. Which means that, yes, her fate was set in stone well before you ever saw it. I do have to wonder, though, why did Beastia believe the woman to be a beast like him? Perhaps it was because her hair, eye, and skin color were similar to his own. The poor young woman who called upon the mansion did indeed resemble Beastia. They were of a similar race. Half of her blood was of the same race as his. But was that the only reason? Would that be enough for him to mistake her for a beast? I have my own theory. His memories may have played a role. I suspect Beastia was afraid the memories from when he was human would cause him to waver. But that is simply my own speculation. Perhaps he had merely lost his grip on reality. How well have you come to understand Beastia, Master? You do appear to think he was an ordinary human who believed himself to be a beast. But where does the line between man and beast truly lie? That I do not know. Master, if, like Beastia, you were to lose your memories and endure persecution and degradation until you broke, would you still remember those you care for? Now our tale is not yet over. The web of misfortune was tightly, oh so tightly entangled. It could not be unraveled. Goddamn. Let us return now from her memories to the point we left off in our story, just after the white-haired girl had disrobed, showing Beastia the difference between her and him. I completely forgot that happened, by the way. This was, yes, several days following the young woman's death. The blood in the hole had been cleaned up, and there was no trace of it any longer. Man, she did a good job there, Maid-chan. He had made a tremendous mistake. The only people aware of that mistake are you and I. There is perhaps a chance the white-haired girl had realized, but she knew nothing of the woman. So I entreat you not to fault the white-haired girl for trying to be kind to Beastia. She is without sin, in any and all times. God, now we get a close look as to, yeah, an actual form. So, man, that's so cool. We were seeing white-haired girl's memories of Beastia, I guess, because he had no form. Man, that was, okay, cool twist. Any hoozle. The man made the white-haired girl put her clothes back on. He seems to have calmed down a bit. After examining her body and comparing it with his own, he was once again coming to think he might not be a beast. In the past, he would have rejoiced to have proof of his own humanity. However, it was for him then the seed of several new doubts. You said I am human. Yes. Do you still believe this? I certainly do. You are simply mistaken. You believe yourself to be a beast because of what the villagers said. Why did they call me a beast? If I were able to see, I could surely answer all your questions. But I can't, so all I can offer you is my conjecture. Go on. Tell me. I suspect that you do not come from this country. No, you do not come from this continent. Oh man, it's racism? Jeez. You came to this continent from far away. Perhaps even across the seas. Is it something in his accent? I'm so glad I gave him an accent. This land has been cast into turmoil by the war. Fortunately, no fighting reached the village, but it has blocked trade routes, stripped them of their independence, and cast a dark shadow over their hope. They are quite devastated, I imagine. And then you showed up. From what I've heard, this area is not particularly friendly to people from other countries, even less so from another continent. I doubt they know much about distant lands, so they had probably never seen someone like you before. But in addition, you would have been wearied and worn. I guess you were emaciated, wasting away. Enough so that you did not even look like yourself. Do you remember how you arrived at the village? When I woke up, I was on the beach. I don't remember anything before that. My joints all ached, and I was incredibly thirsty. I was in so much pain, I sought help. But nothing I said got through to the villagers. I did not understand what they said either. But the only thing you did understand was that they were calling you Bestia. Right. And I also understood that the word was used to describe beasts. The way they looked at me, it wasn't normal. So I imagine at first they simply didn't want the trouble. They didn't actually think you were a beast. Simply that this wretched man, unfamiliar in appearance, who had washed ashore, resembled Beast. Washed ashore? You were in an accident, were you not? While crossing the sea? I do not remember. I can't remember. No, I mustn't remember. If I am not a beast, then that means the other beast wasn't one either. What did the beast look like? It looked somehow similar to me. Its hair color, skin color, eye color, the way it spoke seemed vaguely familiar. Which means it was. I cannot accept that. If I do, then that means I have done something terrible. No. What? They called me a beast. I was, in fact, a beast. As I've been saying, that's because... Tell me I'm a beast. Please, let me remain a beast. How do you imagine he saw the world? I cannot even begin to fathom. But you can never know what someone else sees. And there's nothing to say that they see the same thing as you and I have seen different things. So too did the man and his lover see different things. Or perchance the true shape of the world is visible only through the white-haired girl's sightless eyes. Do you think the reason he so stubbornly rejected his human memories is because he had taken the life of his beloved? I personally believe that there was more to it than that. God. I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just sad my favorite character's gone. Someday you shall remember. You shall remember everything. I will not allow you to avert your eyes. Remember that you have always been a beast, incapable of saving anyone, only of taking, remember, and suffer, agonize, writhe, anguish, grieve, suffer. More negative words. Oh. What voice did I give him? Such a damn shame. Our homeland is but a stone's throw away and they still won't let us in. Just how long are they going to maintain this stance? Regrettable, isn't it, son? Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Captain Osama. We can make it this far on the white men's ship, but they give no response to our missives. I'm not sure if it's even reaching the magistrate's hands. It's so difficult to be even the slightest bit accommodating to your fellow countrymen. They seem to be treating the white men rather poorly as well. I hear they imprisoned them on a tiny man-made island. That's no way to make friends. Well, all things considered, we can hardly call this our homeland anymore anyway. For how many generations has your family lived overseas again? I am the third. I see. I doubt you have any attachment to this land. That's not true. I may never have the opportunity to set foot on her soil, but my spirit dwells within this land. My grandfather's told me much about this country, of her 4 rich, vibrant seasons and boundless beauty. Also, I'm guessing they're Japanese because of the names and the katanas and the looks. So yeah, I hope I'm not wrong. Anyway. I'm deeply grateful that you invited me on this voyage to visit her, Captain Osama. I've finally, if only at a distance, laid eyes upon my home. I cannot say when this year may draw to a close, but I hope the time comes when we can proudly proclaim her our motherland. Can't find food this good back home? Heh, I agree. I eagerly await the day that becomes true. Indeed, as do I. I've lied to her. She believes I was born in the Orient, but in truth I have never once set foot in that country. I was born in Europe. The family has not been permitted to return since my grandparents left. I can still remember as clear as day the look of profound regret on my grandfather's face as he departed from this world. He bequeathed unto me a katana, and on that day, that blade became the one object binding me to my homeland. So why do you have to lie about that? So his accent was fake? I could not bring myself to tell her that I am disallowed to return home. I didn't want her to think that I had been forsaken by my country, that my country would do such a thing. However, some part of me believes there was more to it than that. This grandfather, defect or whatever? Anyway. A smuggler. Yeah, I never would have expected it, not on this ship. One of the crew was conspiring with a government official. He had unreported goods on board and delivered them in secret. What goods? Silver coins, Spanish coins trade for more than they're worth as currency. The official was sentenced to commit seppuku. Alright. But we are responsible for our own crew's punishment, man. Okay, now that I've confirmed it, I deem it necessary to give them a thicker accent. But we are responsible for our own crew's punishment. I'm still trying to decide how to handle it. Yeah, that's subtle. Have him commit seppuku as well. This sailor has brought shame upon the entire ship. If he is made to take responsibility for his actions, then perhaps we can minimize the damage to our reputation. You make a fair point. Unfortunately, he is not of this land. I doubt he is familiar with the ritual. Then I shall serve as his second and ensure he dies without issue. Have you lost your mind? I have been trained in the art. It is unlikely I should fail. You are not a samurai, though. I was born into a family of samurai. At least, it was until 3 generations ago. But that blood still courses through my veins. Very well, then. That is how we shall do it. Chop-a-chop. We now commence the ritual seppuku of our fellow crewman Sidov. Sidov has, in violation of restrictions set in place by the shogunate, committed the grave crime of smuggling prohibited goods. I can't do it. Into the country. In order to atone for this betrayal of the trust of both nations, he vows to take his life here before you. Do you have any last words? I deeply regret that we should have lost to lose a companion with whom we have traveled the 7 seas in this manner. Do it.
Wasn't me.
What?
It wasn't me. I've been set up. I didn't smuggle nothing. I don't know anything about any silver coins. I've been framed. Believe me. Oh, shoot.
That was loud. Yukimasa. He said the accusations were false. Lies to escape punishment. It could not allow him to continue shaming himself and us when his fate was already decided. It would only serve to tarnish this ship's honor. His voice keeps changing. But an investigation was performed. It is our duty to trust those results. Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. Good work. Now this needs to be cleaned up. Yes, sir. I'm sure I was mistaken, but I would like to ask you anyway. Were you smiling as you did it? You must have been seeing things.
Oh, no, he done killed the seafarer. God. He was an innocent man, he was.
Was that really who's talking? Was that really the only reason? I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth. It's Yukimasa's head we're in right now. Sweet. Interesting. Okay. When he's in this mode, his voice is also different. What was that dream? Was that from my memories? No. Asama. I've never met that man or that woman. No, I was just, it wasn't me. I don't remember anything. Not a thing, not a single thing. I'm a beast, not a human. I don't need those memories. Are you there? Where are you? He's talking to the maid? Come to me, be with me. Peace, my peace. Where are you? Where have you gone? Why are you not at my side? Don't remember anything. Stop remembering. Man, he going crazy. It's all the scurvy. Should have brought the oranges with him. Oh wait, no. The oranges are in the new house. Yeah. God. Is that a silver coin? Spanish silver? Some weeks after we set off back west, I found a silver coin in the ship's hold. I don't know if it got overlooked or dropped when transporting the rest, but there's just one. The first thing I think when I find it is that I should report it to Captain Asama. But instead, I slip the coin into my pocket and take my leave of the hold as if nothing ever happened. Oh man, greed's got the best of him. Not for the purpose of smuggling it for some extra cash. It only has extra value in the East. Back west, it's worth nothing more than its designated value as currency. So again, it's not for want of money. Well, damn. It seems that Sidov might have been innocent after all. Perhaps so. And if he had no hand in the smuggling, then I have done a horribly regrettable thing, oh my. No, as you said, an investigation was conducted. We had no choice but to believe the information we were given. You mustn't blame yourself. I feel bad for putting such an unpleasant responsibility on you. And he could have imprisoned the guy. Not at all. Now, how do we handle this? I can't believe a silver coin was found in someone else's luggage. It would be best to handle this internally. Publicly, we have already made our amends with Seedolf's death. That's true. Though it would be prudent to try and discover from where he is acquiring the coins, so as to prevent another such incident. Should one of our crew be caught smuggling again, he will not be the one asked to take responsibility. I have great sympathy for you, Captain Sama.
This is quite the headache. I can't imagine he would give up his connections just because he asked.
We can force him. Or we asked. If he doesn't want to talk, then we can give him some encouragement.
But I couldn't.
Worry not, Captain Sama. I shall take care of the dirty work. You needn't trouble yourself with anything, Captain. Leave it all to me. Captain.
Very well. I leave this in your hands, Yukimasa.
Yes, sir. Oh boy! He gonna kill another one. But before he done it, we gotta take a break and pause it here, cause yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.